As you will notice in this video, Zakir Naik himself has not owned up anything on this topic, on the subtopic, the meaning of Hinduism. A learned man's mind is a gold mine from which we ordinary mortals draw wealth out, the wealth of knowledge, wealth of insight, beyond what the words say, beneath the words, above the words, alongside the words, or to blend the words with a broader reality. That is the real contribution an intellectual is expected to make. But Zakir Naik has not done that. He has been more of a reporter. He has reported. A said this, B said this, C said this, D said this. But what are you saying? Tell us that. He hasn't said that. But knowing him, knowing his background, knowing that he is a preacher of Islam, knowing that he is committed, he is publicly committed to attracting as many non-Muslims into the Muslim fold as possible, knowing all this, we can relate his references, what he quotes, with his own thoughts. With this approach, I proceed in this video. His entire approach is rooted in the traditional theory that the word Hindu has something to do with the word Sindhu. A more recent theory has come up which disputes this presumption that the word Hindu has anything to do with the name Sindhu. This argument is based on the following. I will not go into all this. I will only stick to the theory that Zakir Naik covered. That is, the word Hindu has something to do with the word Sindhu. Sri Sri Ravishankar was also present there and he also did not contest this theory. So I stick to it. But at the back of your mind, please know that this theory is not unchallenged. The theory that Zakir Naik referred to and which I will respond to. So let's see what Zakir Naik said. I will just display the text on screen along with the voiceover. And the voice will not be Zakir Naik's, it will be my own voice. Please bear. According to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he writes in his book, The Discovery of India, on page number 74 and 75, that the word Hindu can be earliest traced to a source, a tantric, in the 8th century. And it was used initially to describe the people. It was never used to describe religion. Its connection with religion is of late occurrence, according to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. When will Zakir Naik honor the theme which says that this dialogue will be based on scriptures? Jawaharlal Nehru's book, Discovery of India, is not a scripture. Anyway, since Zakir Naik has referred to Jawaharlal Nehru's book, I am obliged to respond to it. So here I have a copy of the book, The Discovery of India by Jawaharlal Nehru. It is one of my most valuable possessions, a must read for anybody with interest in India. However, the page numbers which Zakir Naik cited, page 74 and 75, is not correct. At least it is not, I don't see that reference on those two pages in the edition I have. Probably he forgot the page number or he has a different edition. In my edition, the edition I have, it's on page 69. However, the sentence which Zakir Naik has quoted from this book is, it says, the book says, or Nehru says, the word Hindu does not occur at all in our ancient literature. Fine. The first reference to it in an Indian book is, mark the word now, I am told, in a tantric work of the 8th century. I am told. Nehru is not taking responsibility for this statement. He is saying that he has been told. He has not told us who told him, or where, or when. These three words, I am told, makes the reference a weak one. because the writer does not take responsibility for it. Nor does he quote anybody or any source. So even though the reference is rather weak, let me cover it. It quotes Nehru saying that someone anonymous told him that a tantric was the first to use the word Hindu in writing, and that was a description of the people or a name for the people and not any religion. My God, we have agreed for the purpose of this video only, we have agreed that the word Hindu is a Persian or if you like Arab corruption of the word Sindhu. We have agreed for the purpose of this video that the word Hindu has not been used throughout the long history of India. We have agreed. So why repeat it all the time? How many times will you flog the same horse? So I don't think I need to further respond to this. But coming back to the omission of those three crucial words, I am told, or in third person, Nehru was told, why did we not hear Zakir Naik mentioning those words? There are three possibilities I can think of. One is, and that is the most likely possibility, that it was a human error, the human error of oversight by Zakir Naik. This is the most likely explanation. But technically, there are two more possibilities. The second possibility is that Zakir Naik referred to a tempered edition, or an edition that was tailored for some ulterior motive, not by Zakir Naik, but by whoever the editor was or whoever the publisher is of that edition. The last and the least likely, I am saying the least likely possibility is that Zakir Naik deliberately dropped those three words to make a weak reference look strong. But that would amount to intellectual dishonesty. And I am pretty sure that this possibility is only technical possibility. The great Islamic scholar Zakir Naik cannot engage in intellectual dishonesty. So all in all, the first possibility, it was an error of oversight, is most likely. Okay, while Zakir Naik has opted to quote Jawaharlal Nehru from his book The Discovery of India, I am reminded of another quote from Jawaharlal Nehru in a different book of his called Glimpses of World History. I have a copy of it. Where is it? Here it is. Glimpses of World History by Jawaharlal Nehru. This is a collection of the many letters he wrote to his daughter when he was in jail. One letter he wrote on 30th March 1932. 30th March, 30 March 1932, he wrote from a jail in India during British rule of India. I read this many years ago, but when I heard Zakir Naik's reference to Jawaharlal Nehru, I was suddenly reminded of this. Very interesting quote. Note that what I am going to read now, one sentence, does not necessarily apply to Zakir Naik or any individual or any specific individual dead or alive. It is a general statement which Nehru made on men of religion. So, in this book on page 74 of the edition I have, the page number might vary from edition to edition. In the edition I have, it's on page number 74, Nehru says, quote, in order to convert people to their own faith, they, that is, men of religion, have seldom scrupled to use force and terrorism and fraud. In other words, Nehru is saying, or he said, that many years ago, in 1932, that men of religion are not hesitant, are usually not hesitant to use force, terror and fraud in order to convert others to their own faith. Just a passing observation. And as I said, that this does not necessarily apply to Zakir Naik or any specific individual dead or alive. It usually applies to men of religion. according to the published opinion of Jawaharlal Nehru. Whether I agree with it or disagree is not the point. Jawaharlal Nehru's opinion, and Jawaharlal Nehru is a person whom Zakir Naik quoted from a different book. I quoted from another book of his. Okay, it's not so important. Let's see what Zakir Naik says next. Is he trying to, or will he prove that Hinduism is not a religion? Let's see.